If you don't have the knee mobility for this, then this may not be the best exercise for you. So today I'm working out in my backyard, at least for a part of it. Uh, the sun should stay up long enough for an hour long or an hour and a half long workout, but uh, I usually work out for at least 2.5 hours. So, um, depending on how bad the light is, I might go to the gym after the first half of the video slash workout. In any case, starting off the workout with stuff in my backyard. So, uh, yeah, let's just jump to the first exercise. So, starting off by warming up uh, with a kettlebell and the Steelmace. So, for a warm up, I'm doing similar to yesterday's video, 3 flips forward, 3 flips reverse, then Steelmace 360s. But yeah, gonna do this for a bit to warm up and then on to the next one. So for the first exercise, doing staggered squats with the kettlebell and then going to go into some snatches. So it looks like this. Cleaning the kettlebell so that it's in, I guess it's called rack position, and adopting a staggered stance. So staggered is one foot is ahead, one leg is back, but not super back, just a little. Then going to stay on my toes and squat. Going for 10 each side. Doing stagger stance on the toes is really good for quads and core. Then moving into some snatches. So with the snatches, I'm going to do 5 snatches on each side. So it looks like this. Switch hands. So the snatch is a full body movement. Even the previous one, because I have to hold the kettlebell, does become a sort of full body movement. And I'm a big fan of you doing compound movements that use the whole body as a unit. I do isolation work, but it's a very small portion of what I do. In any case, but that doesn't mean that isolation work is any bad or less important. It just has, in my opinion, a smaller place in my scheme of working out than the compound movements. But yeah, snatch good for full body explosiveness, and yeah, I'm gonna do this for a bit. For the next exercise, focusing on shoulders with the landmine. So I have these tires that I use as weights. I think they're around 25 to 30 pounds. So gonna do like this huge tricep, ending off with some kettlebell flips. So it looks like this. Starting off with shoulder presses. Switching hands after 10. The landmine appeared a lot more often in my earlier videos. I don't know, once I got into kettlebell juggling, a lot of stuff took the wayside. Anyway, doing now side to side swings with the press in the middle. So swing, press in the middle, swing, press in the middle. This utilizes your core, your medial delts, a little bit of the biceps, a little bit of middle chest and shoulders. Going for 6 of these. After 6, taking my 15-pound Steelmace and doing 360s. Going for 10 each side. My form on that last one was a bit off, but it is what it is. We'll rectify it on the next set, and then ending with single hand squat to flip. So it looks like this. switching after 5. I'm gonna repeat this for a bit with the swing squats. When the kettlebell is swinging ahead of you, you're squatting back almost as a counterweight. So yeah, that's just a pointer as far as how to think about the motion. Gonna do this for a bit, 3 to 4 sets, and then let's see what happens after. So moving into some landmine staggered squats. So I'm going to add a 35-pound kettlebell to it as weight. Then get it on my shoulder. It's gonna be, well, it's a little awkward, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna stay on my toes and then get into staggered position. I'm gonna go for squats. If you don't have the knee mobility for this, then this may not be the best exercise for you. If you want to build knee mobility, I recommend starting off with walking backwards. So going for 6 each side. After that, going into some thrusters. So getting into rack position again. Six seat side. So a leg dominant superset, but with some shoulder focus too. In any case, gonna do 3-4 sets of this, and then let's see how it goes. So I'm thinking I'll go to the gym for the next half of the workout. It's getting kind of dark and I still have more stuff I want to do. I want to do some abs. I also want to sit in the sauna. So I'm going to go to the gym. But one of the things in the gym that I feel kind of self-conscious doing is the kettlebell juggling. There's people walking around and stuff, and makes me like feel more conscious about how I'm flipping the kettlebell, which makes me not able to be as focused as I want to on the kettlebell. So before I leave for the gym, I'm going to do some kettlebell flows. Here's one of them. Retry. Not bad. Let's just get one more while the camera is running. All right. Ah. That wasn't that bad either. But let me try to get an under the leg too. Let's start with this hand. Shit. I'm just gonna leave it in. It is what it is. All right. Let's hope I get it on this try. Okay. All right. Last one before I head to the gym. Almost had it. I want to get the under the leg from the behind the back. Okay, last flow before I head to the gym. I've been dropping it a lot. I need to take off this microphone. It's blocking my peripheral vision. So one more try. That under the leg sequence is what I wanted to land. Took about 5 to 6 takes, but it is what it is. Heading to the gym now. My microphone didn't record properly for this portion of the video. It's just for this clip, so I'm gonna do some commentary. So the first exercise that I was doing at the gym were these single arm kettlebell overhead squats. I'm using a 35-pound kettlebell. So starting off in a clean position and then overhead pressing it. And then while the kettlebell is in the overhead position, I squat down. This is a movement that requires a lot of balance because of the offset load. Also a lot of shoulder stability because of the awkward angles at which the shoulder has to hold the kettlebell up while performing the squat. Also, while squatting, I'm having a slightly wider stance to feel a stretch in the adductors. And also, I'm squatting on my toes to exaggerate the quad recruitment and also um, involve the toes. I use barefoot shoes which allow me uh, to bend my toes, so like the sole of the shoes are thin enough to where um, I'm able to bend my toes through the shoes. I'm supersetting that movement, so I did 2 reps each side with that. Then I'm supersetting that with this groin stretch to shoulder press. The fact that I'm holding the kettlebell adds just a little bit of load into the adductors while performing the stretch. And also by adding a shoulder press element, I'm able to make it a full body maneuver. Also, the fact that weights involved adds an element of stretch strength to this exercise, and it's been shown that you get bigger mobility gains or greater mobility gains when there's a stretch strength element to the mobility exercise. In any case, did this for about 5 sets, and then the audio comes back. Did a mobility exercise and an ab exercise after this. So for the first mobility exercise, or not the first mobility, the next mobility exercise, doing cable good mornings. So this exercise has appeared a lot in my videos. It's my favorite bang for the buck mobility exercise. Most number of muscles stretched in one move. During this move, I feel a stretch in the groin, the lower back, the glutes, the calves, the lats, the hips, the erector spinae, the rear delts. Ah, hamstrings if I didn't mention it. In any case, I get a really good stretch with this movement, and so whenever I do mobility, I like to almost always throw it in. Going for at least 5. Gonna do this for a bit, then abs. So for the ab exercise, doing sit-ups on, I think this thing is called a Roman chair, so, or a GHD sometimes. I don't know if those are the same things. In any case, using a 25-pound plate, I'm gonna full range sit up, come up into a press, twist, come back down. By doing a full, while doing the full range sit up, I'm focusing on stretching all the muscles in the abs. Also, the twist kind of recruits the obliques. Um, Plus, the press at the end is just kind of a added element to it where you have to transfer the force generated at the core into the shoulders. In any case, going to do this for a bit, then hit the sauna.